Campers. Today's Friday the 5th of December 2025. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon as we make our way down to the Mornington Peninsula to the seaside town of Sorrento for the Christmas Carols event they have on this evening. We're excited to be heading down there with an overnight stay at the Portsea Hotel, a place we have visited before but haven't stayed at. Really looking forward to it. Tonight's compere, Australian television personality Mr. Ray Martin. Join us here at Just Love Travel and Dining on this local adventure, local being 2.5 hours from our home in the northwest. Afternoon. The traffic's not too bad for a Friday afternoon. A lot of the schools here in Melbourne and Victoria have already finished for the year, so the drive shouldn't be too bad. And just like that, the dream is over. On brakes again. Traffic congestion just always ceases to amuse and bemuse me. I can't see how traffic can stop unless there's an accident, which there's not. There's no traffic lights, there's no stop signs. It's just open road with exits to get on and off. On brakes again. Okay, we've arrived at the Sorrento Christmas Carols. We'll wander down and have a look, see what the show's like tonight. So join us as we wander down to the picnic football ground here in Sorrento to have a look, see what the Christmas Carols are like. Sorrento Christmas Carols are taking place this evening. I'll walk and talk as we go along. I'll show you some of the food vendor places and we'll have a little bit of a look at the show tonight, which again, as I mentioned earlier, is hosted this evening by television personality Mr. Ray Martin from former 60 Minutes fame and other Channel 9 and TV appearances throughout his career. We can have a quick look around and have a look at some of the food vendors that are on presentation tonight, and we will have a crack at some of those tonight. Nice to see police presence right next to the coffee truck. The Christmas Carols here in Sorrento. There's a number of little food options here, ranging from the Peninsula Seafood Truck, the Goslemi Dutch Pancakes, and the Melbourne Philly Cheesecake Truck, the Melbourne Philly Truck. All here at our Christmas Carols event in Sorrento. Our right choices have been made. We've gone for a glass of the sparkling here from the Sorrento Cricket Club Bar, right next to the Portsea Estate Back Beach Winery. And some of the other places we've got here are the Three Little Chefs, which I think are doing little adamis and Japanese style foods. The Mexican seafood street food stall, and souvlaki, the Greek stop. I'll wander up and have a quick look at what the souvlaki stop has to offer today, but I think fish and chips would be the go today, just looking at this line at the souvlaki stand, which is quite extensive. So they have the usual variety of souvlakis, lamb, chicken, snack boxes, and some vegetarian options as well. Fish and chips it is. Cheers. Okay, still waiting for fish and chips, and Ray Martin has now opened the show.
The celebration community spirit on the fabulous Mornington Peninsula.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ray Martin.
That's why you are all here, I know.
Hope the fish and chips are good. Finally, the fish and chips are ready. As we make our way back to our location, our picnic blanket, our beers to enjoy our fish and chips. Let's have a look, see what they look like. Yum. Was it worth the wait? With the Christmas Carol still in full swing, we've decided to call it tonight and head back to the Portsea Hotel where we've got our accommodation booked for this evening. Still a lovely event. Plenty of family still enjoying the show tonight. But for us, we've had enough. It's actually 5th of December today, so we're 5 days into summer. But this weather is certainly not living up to it. Yes, the sun is still out and the sky has quite a bit of blue, but as you can see, in the winter Macpac. Anyway, join us when we're back at the Portsea Hotel. The Portsea Hotel here on the Mornington Peninsula in Melbourne. Let's walk around, let's see what it's like. It's a beautiful little old place, established in 1876 according to the paperwork. Looks quite quaint. It's got a distinctive style to it. Let's have a look, see what it's like. The Portsea Hotel. Room 34 at the Portsea Hotel. This is what $280 gets you. Let's see what our room is like in this 4-star hotel. A comfy looking but standard queen size bed and a couple of obligatory cosy white bathrobes greet us, complete with those usual hotel slippers. Let's have a look. They're grey ones today. We've got a bedside table complete with a breakfast menu for the hotel's general store with a list of breakfast items which are available to purchase. Our towels are here on the bed and there's a handy seat at the end of the bed too. We've got an average size but ample LCD TV on the wall and this unusual open wardrobe with ironing facilities. Could be okay for storing your suitcases. And back in the room we have a small seating area with, unfortunately, this obviously stained chair. Okay, another bedside table equipped with a magazine and TV remote. In-room tea and coffee facilities with this lovely kettle and a small bar fridge. Louise didn't dare venture onto the balcony, we'll cover that later. Back past that seating area under this antique wall lamp, and finally onto the ensuite bathroom. The white toilet appeared clean, and we've got a single sink below this mirror and a full-size built-in shower which is actually a decent size. After booking well in advance and booking a suite with a private bathroom, this is what we got. Just leaving our room here at the Portsea Hotel, the Portsea pub, making our way down to the bar area. It's a little bit of an old hotel, old wardrobes, old staircases, but it is what it is. We've done a quick room review, as you may have already seen. Let's have a look, see what the rest of it's like. As we make ourselves in past the Portsea General Store, some dining area with the Christmas trees, pizza making facilities, and we're going to make ourselves through to the bar, the Rip Bar, for a couple of beers and maybe a glass of wine. With the Rip Bar closed, change of plans, we're going to go to the Longshore Bar, or the Longshore room here at the back of the hotel near the dining area. Let's see what it's like here in the Longshore room as we await to be seated by our host. Just here at the Longshore room at the Portsea pub, first pint in hand. Nice. Our view out to the pier. Be really happy if our mate will get off that chair with his phone. Seagulls in Portsea absolutely ruthless with any plates left on the tables. So trip for punters, especially at this time of the evening, leave nothing behind. With old mate finally off the phone and off the park bench, our view over the bay at Portsea is restored. As the evening sets in, we enjoy the sunset before retreating indoors for a couple more drinks before at 9:15 p.m. on what is actually a Friday night they call a last drinks. With no other choice, we retreat back to our room for hopefully a good night's sleep.
Room 314 at the Portsea Hotel. Bed was comfortable. It was a hard bed, but it was comfortable.
Hang on, I think you need to start from the beginning and give a fair, because you've always said you want to give a fair overview of hotels.
Okay, how's the ambience at room 314? This is our view. The air conditioning vent. I think it's an air conditioning vent covered in bird feces. Stepping out onto the balcony of our room. Louise, can you please swing up? I was wondering why those birds were living outside our room. Hello, hello, hello. That's where their nest is.
And
thank you, little birds. Well, they're going to poo outside their nest. So we've slept with our door firmly closed throughout the night to make sure that we weren't attacked by the birds, as in the Alfred Hitchcock movie. That being said, the hotel closed early. 11 o'clock bar closing time, which is the reason why we stayed here. They kicked us out about 9:30-ish. I will check our bar tab to see what time we actually were forced out of the room. Limited facilities, great location. Portsea's a lovely place. This is an old hotel. The view is not magnificent. There was no room to move us to, so they're obviously quite fully booked. This is one of the few rooms that they have here that have their own private ensuite. Most of the rooms have a shared bathroom facility, which we did walk past yesterday.
And we knew that going in. We did know that going in.
It is what it is. Our review, not to be negative, is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the show. Leaving the Portsea Hotel after our one night stay at the Portsea Hotel, leaving our keys at reception. The lady wouldn't even get off the phone to speak to us to let her know what our grievances were with the room. Maybe that's just the Portsea way. Hope you enjoy the review. Hope you enjoy your time in Portsea. Hope you enjoy your time at the Portsea Hotel. After our stay at the Portsea Hotel, what I'm really thinking is maybe we should have stayed across the road. This is the beauty of staying at the Portsea Hotel. It is a country bayside hotel that does not have a car park. I was advised to park at the shopping centre across the road. The shopping centre car park expires at 10 a.m. in the morning. It is now 10:08. I've rushed to my car to make sure I don't get a ticket for parking for my stay at a country hotel with limited facilities. Lovely, lovely location, lovely place, lovely part of the world. Just car park is not that hard. I'm sure they parked cars back in the 1800s, if they had cars, which probably they didn't. But anyway, this is our stay at the Portsea Hotel. This is where we have to park our car. Louise, can you please pan over to our car, which is parked here in the shopping centre car park. Leaving Portsea after our one night of joy at the Portsea Hotel. We won't be rushing back for accommodation, although we will be coming back for a meal. Next time we come down this part of the world, Louise, if you just want to get it out the window, we will probably be staying at this place, the Hotel Sorrento. So keep watching our channel, like, subscribe, view, share, and we will try and provide a review of this hotel on our next trip down to this part of the world. Just a quick look at the Sorrento foreshore here as we make our way back to Melbourne. It's a really beautiful part of the world. Sorrento, again, pound for pound, metre for metre, square foot for square foot, some of the most expensive real estate in Australia. And if you take into account its coastal real estate, probably Sydney's got it covered. Some areas of Sydney might have it covered, but pound for pound or square inch for square inch, some of the most expensive real estate in Australia. Peninsula. Melbourne having the two main peninsulas, the Bellarine, which we have covered previously on our visit to the Jackrabbit Winery, which I hope you enjoyed that episode. And today, though, we headed down to the Mornington Peninsula, which is the other side of the bay. There is actually a ferry that operates between the Bellarine and Mornington Peninsula so that people can commute between the two. So for any visitors to Australia, if you're not driving and you just want to do the day trip, and I think if you have your car, I believe that the ferry does take your car across, but there is a ferry that does operate between the Bellarine and Mornington Peninsulas. Okay, the Blackthorn Cafe. Let's give it a go.
So this morning here in Dromana, we ordered a lovely long black coffee, a refreshing iced coffee, with ice cream of course, and just could not resist a delicious Aussie classic, an egg and bacon roll. The lucky catch here in Dromana, this is the fish shop I spoke about. If you are down this end of the world, this is the fish shop for you. Okay, FYI, I've been coming to this actual location for fish and chips since way back in the 1980s. It's not fancy. You order, you wait, and you get bloody good fish and chips in this great beachside location.
The Lucky Catch truly does capture the essence of a classic Aussie fish shop. Waiting. A nice tasty flake, chips, a calamari ring, scallop, and my favourite, a crab stick.
Fisherman's Basket.
Heading home from our overnight stay at the Portsea Hotel, we hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, comment, share and subscribe so we can continue to make more great content for you to enjoy.